Nissan decided to pair the humble family hatch with the small SUV back in the early noughties, the Qashqai was born, and with it came a whole new segment, the crossover. In fact, it proved so popular that other manufacturers decided to follow suit with various degrees of success. Renault, who's a brand partner of Nissan, was already in a prime position as it was able to share some of the technology and the platform to create this, the equally unpronounceable Renault Kadjar. On the face of it, the Kadjar is quite a stylish mid-sized car. It features a face that has a lot in common with its smaller crossover sibling, the Kadjar, and then working backwards, it's very much in the same camp as the Qashqai. Now, while the cabin is a nice place to be, it's safe to say that the ergonomics are just a little bit all over the show. For example, the button to activate the cruise control is down here, but it's actually operated via a button on the steering wheel. You've got your automatic stop-start over here, but your park assist is over here. Behind the steering wheel, you've got this really annoying stalk to control the radio, but down here underneath the armrest is your heated seats. It's all just a bit messy. There are a few storage bins, but it's worth noting that the cup holders are pretty shallow and you can't get a bottle in the door pockets. The seats are comfortable and supportive and fully adjustable on all but the entry-level models. Plus, the steering wheel moves in and out as well as up and down. Cabin materials do feel pretty durable, albeit a little cheap in areas. All models bar the entry-level version get a 7-inch touchscreen infotainment system which is home to everything including sat-nav, DAB radio, MP3 player and Bluetooth connectivity. You shouldn't be grumbling for space either. Up front, the driver and passenger have more than enough head and legroom, but be warned, top spec models have a panoramic sunroof which will restrict headroom ever so slightly. It's the same story in the back. 3 can sit comfortably side by side, although a raised floor will mean anyone sitting in the middle will have to share foot space. The boot is one of the biggest in its class, marginally bigger than the Qashqai, and it does all the usual party pieces when it comes to split folding rear seats. They fold down 60/40 to extend the boot space from 472 litres to 1,478 litres. It's just a shame the rear seats don't slide back and forth like they do in some rivals. There isn't what we'd consider a weak engine in the lineup. Even the 1.2 litre petrol will cope with most of what's asked of it. Our pick of the range is the 1.5 litre DCI, which may not set pulses alight, but it's got plenty of low range pull, so you rarely have to thrash the engine. Drive it carefully and it'll return a respectable official claimed average fuel economy of 74.3 miles per gallon and emissions of just 99 grams per kilometre of CO2. If you find yourself carrying lots of passengers, then the more powerful 1.6 litre diesel might be a better fit. That'll return an economy in the mid-60s and emissions of between 113 and 129 grams per kilometre of CO2. Now that depends on which model you go for. This version is available with four-wheel drive. Now, we recently tested the Koleos, the Kadjar's bigger brother, and found that the ride was slightly choppier than that of the X-Trail on which it's based. It's pretty much the same story here. It's not as intrusive as a Kia Sportage or Skoda Yeti, but you still feel the bumps in the road more than you would in a Qashqai. Suffice to say, we'd definitely avoid versions with the larger alloy wheels. It does handle nicely in most real-world conditions. The steering is well weighted and accurate, and the body lean is nicely controlled. It doesn't switch direction with the same gusto as a family hatch or even the Qashqai, but it's better than some rivals. Shopping around for a crossover has never been so complicated, with more brands than ever vying for your custom. Renault has had a good starting point though, sharing most of the lessons learned from Nissan and the Qashqai.